How's it going, guys? Ghost Caliber back, and today's gonna be a double upload day. Now, I know I normally talk about video game news on my channel. That's kind of like my thing. I talk about video games. Now, today's gonna be a double upload day where I talk about two movies. And one thing that we're gonna talk about today is this is actually like fairly new, and it's the new director for Star Wars named Charmin Obaid Chinwa. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but Charmin. And I'm looking at this Forbes article called "Upcoming Star Wars Film Attacked as Woke by Right Wing Critics Over Director's Feminist Comments." And a little bit of um, background is her quote. One of her quotes that they use in this article is, she says, "It's about time a woman directed a Star Wars installment." Mind you, that's not a problem, right? Women can direct anything, right? The only issue is when you look at her other movies. By the way, none of these movies, I will say these movies, and I highly doubt any of you will know what these are. And it's Ladies First, Women of the Holy Kingdom, Freedom Fighters, Armed with Faith, Song of Lahore, Sitara, Let Girls Dream, A Girl in the River. Do you notice a pattern here? All female led political movies, right? Which in themselves I wouldn't say are bad. I haven't watched them. But here's the problem. When you look at Star Wars, the last thing you think is real life politics. And judging from her past movies that she has directed, I wouldn't put it past her to put some of her real life political biases in the movie. And that's just going to bring the quality down, right? Because now you're losing your a large chunk of your audience. And she's also gone on record to say this.
Power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
So she likes to make men uncomfortable, which I I'm not sure if that's a good idea to have for Star Wars, because now you already know this is exactly what happened with Captain Marvel, and that movie sunk. And it's because when you have a director, or in Captain Marvel's case, a actor who just pushes away a certain audience, especially men, which is the target audience for comics and superheroes and Star Wars, which I am going to show you some graphs that I found that were from March 30th of 2023. So it's a fairly recent graph showing that men are the target demographic. Now, there's like a bunch of different graphs here, so let me just show you those now. So this is the site JediTemplesArchives.com. How much do people actually like Star Wars? Posted by Thomas on March 30th, 2023. And it has all these different uh, graphs that I want. One of them I really want to talk to you about. It's this one right here. But once you look at all these graphs, they have this. To make it short, overall, 59.67% of Star Wars fans are men, where 40.33% of Star Wars fans are women. Now, the real fans, the people who really like Star Wars, 65.74% are men, and 34.26% are women. Now, that's an issue for your money. Like, if I was a Disney exec, I would really be paying attention to numbers like these, especially when I have a director that famously likes to make men uncomfortable. Men are your target audience. Like, men really are your target audience. So, pushing your target audience away is just not going to be good for your movie. And the same thing happened with Captain Marvel, where you had an actor in this case, not a director in the case of Star Wars. They had a actor who just pushed away men, and that's why that movie did so poorly in the box office. And it did poorly numbers wise, like just viewership numbers on Disney Plus and everything. So now let me show you this. So I want to bring attention to these numbers for political leaning's sake. Now, Democrats obviously are gonna like the Disney, like Star Wars movies, because they more lean that way in how the movie is just presented and how it has like a Mary Sue character and a woman can do it all type thing without any real struggle or growth in Rey. Now, Republicans aren't going to like it just for that anyway. So, we're not going to focus on Republican or Democrat. I want to focus on the independent, how they did not like they did not like it, right? It's just simple. They really thought it was worse. And that's an issue where we have the independent really thinking, because these are the people that could really go both ways. Now, you pander to one side, pander to the other. That's fine. You're going to get those guys, but the independent is really where you're going to see a lot of growth. And it's funny how they don't like your product. And men are not going to like your product because of your director. Now, that's really all I wanted to show for the graphs and stuff, so let's get back. Now, after everything I've shown you, and from what the director said, that she just likes to make men uncomfortable, to the prime demographic of Star Wars with proof, and that, politically speaking, the way that the new Star Wars movies have been leaning have been a detriment to them, it's just, I don't think that these new Star Wars movies are gonna be good. And if you look up her name, Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, we already got a name for the new Star Wars movie. It's called Star Wars New Jedi Order. Mind you, if this is a new Jedi Order, I'm sorry to say it, but Luke Skywalker was supposed to start this, not Rey. But, let's just make Rey do everything. I have my own opinions on that, and I don't want to add those into this video because I feel like if I do, my message won't be sent across that from a business standpoint. And from a business standpoint, this just is not a smart decision. And I feel like they've gone too far along, since they've already have a poster image for the movie, and that they were able to show out the director, and the name for the new movie is too far along. So I'm going to say, be on the fence about this movie. Do not get excited, because you know that their trailers are very big. They're bombastic. They're going to be like, okay, we're going to try to hype you up. And let's be honest, these writers don't care about the source material. They don't care. They want to mangle and destroy the source material just so they can make what they want. And that's also going to go into my next video that I'm going to be working on as soon as this video goes up. So if that's without anything else I need to say on this situation, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, share the video. Wow, that's the best thing to do for the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.